Hey geometry students, welcome to our week 8 notes. Our new topic is what's called special angle pairs. And there's going to be 3 specific special angle pairs that we're going to look at. The angle pairs are complementary, supplementary, and vertical. And we're going to be doing some definitions and some pictures, as you can see below from our tables. So at this point, now is a great time to pause the video, write out your beginning of your notes, right? Make sure you include a title, make sure you've got a space for your vocab words, and I'm going to get started with those now. So complementary angles. The definition in words is angles that add to 90 degrees, that add up to a right angle. So if I draw a picture, right, here is a right angle, and I'm going to do the symbol for the right angle, right? Here's my 90-degree symbol. And I'm going to draw maybe a line that goes here, and I'm going to label with some letters A, B, C, and D. So in words, what we would say here is we would say angle ABC, right? That's that first angle. ABC and angle CBD. Oops, it's supposed to be a D. There we go. So CBD, follow the letter CBD. In words, they are complementary. Right? They add up to 90 degrees. And it doesn't have to be 2 angles. You could have 3 angles that are all smushed together and combined to be a 90-degree total as well. Our next one is supplementary angles, and that is when we have angles that add to 180 degrees, right? They make a straight angle. So what that would look like, here's a quick diagram. And if I maybe draw out some different angles, if you look, I've got a yellow angle, green angle, and a pink angle. So I would say in words, I'm not using letters to name them. I'm just going to say the yellow, green, and pink angles are supplementary. And some students have trouble remembering which one is which. If you want to make a note on the side of your page, a nice trick that some students have said is that 90 is smaller than 180, right? And C comes before S in the alphabet, so it's kind of like smallest to biggest. And alphabetically, they match up is how they think about it. And if you think about it, another way you could do it is I sometimes think about like a C, if I stretch it a certain way and I manipulate it, I could kind of make it look more like a right angle, a little bit more than an S would. The final vocab word is vertical angles. And in words, it is angles across from each other when 2 lines cross. When 2 lines crisscross. Visually what that looks like this. So here's 2 lines crossing, right? They can cross like that. They could cross a little bit closer, right? They don't have to cross any certain way. And the vertical angles, I'm going to show you guys 2 pairs. So here's one pair. And notice what I'm doing right there. There's something really special about vertical angles. And maybe I'll call these like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we would say in words, angle 1 and angle 2 are vertical angles, as well as angle 3 and angle 4, right? Angle 3 and angle 4 would also apply. Notice a really important thing, you might want to write it out in words to remember. So vertical angles are congruent or equal to each other. Remember that symbol means congruent or equal in size. Okay. The way I remember vertical angles is if I draw lines crisscrossing, I kind of think about it like a V. So if that helps you remember it, if you're more of a visual person, feel free to add a picture. The last bit of this video, I'm just going to go through a couple of examples with you guys on vertical angles and supplementary and complementary. The next page, this is the rest of the notes. These are going to be looking at some algebra, okay? So video 2, you're going to see where it comes up algebraically. Right now, we're just thinking big picture. So if I want the supplement and the complement of each angle, kind of visualize, like I might have like a little 43-degree angle here. I'm asking what would its partner be to create a supplementary pair of angles or a complementary. Now remember, supplementary is adding to 180, right? Oops, let me get the pen going. There we go. 180 degrees. And in contrast, complementary is the other angle that would combine with it to make 90 degrees. So I'm going to kind of color code them, right? So if I'm doing the supplementary, that's 180 minus 43, which is 137 degrees. And then our complement is, okay, what's the other angle that with the 43 would create a right angle? So 90 take away 43. Right, that's going to be, looks like 37 degrees. So visually what that would be is kind of visualizing the 37 degrees would create that right angle, right? That's kind of just a visual for that one, if you will. Then I'm going to keep color coding, right? 180 take away 89. I want to see what's left. Okay, so let's see, 89 plus 1 would be 90, so I'm going to say 91 degrees. 91 and 89 should combine to be 180. And then if I have 90 degrees and I have an 89-degree angle, the second one has to only be one tiny degree, right? So you could kind of visualize that one. It's kind of like a huge one with like teeny little angle that adds up to be a 90-degree angle. And then this one we have 180 minus 101. That's going to be a 79-degree angle. This one doesn't really work. You can't have an angle like 101 plus something does not equal 90, right? You have to have the two angles both being smaller than 90, right? So you need to have them both be smaller than 90. We saw that 89 worked, right? We only had a teeny tiny angle, but if you go to 90 or bigger, you're not going to have a pair that adds up to 90. So that one does not work. And then for this last one's kind of thinking big picture. If I gave you a degree, the step you always did for yellow was the 180 take away x. That gave you the supplement. To find the complement, you always took 90 take away x. Right? So this is kind of big picture. And remember, I'm always color coding, and that's referring back to supplement being yellow and complement being green. This one's kind of a twisted word one. Find the complement of the supplement of 142. So the first thing I need is the supplement of 142. So I'm thinking, okay, I have a 142-degree angle. That's like, you know, maybe it's kind of close to 180 here, so maybe 142. And I'm looking for, okay, I need the other angle that's here, that pink one. So I do 180 minus 142. That's going to be 38 degrees. So I know that the supplement of 142 is a smaller 38-degree angle. But now step 2 says, I don't just want that angle. Nope, I want the complement of that. So the complement of 38, if I think about that visually, right, I'm thinking of, okay, I want a nice right angle, and I've already got a 38-degree angle, so maybe that's my picture. And so I'm thinking, okay, 90 take away 38, what's that other piece? So that's going to be, looks like 52 degrees if I subtract that. This final one here, this is more of an honors level problem, just to give you guys a sense of what that is. So it says the supplement of an angle is 27 more than twice the angle. Okay, so I'm thinking big picture. So the supplement of the angle, let's draw out an angle here. I'm going to call this angle x. That means if I'm talking about the supplement of an angle, that's referring to 180 take away x, right? And remember, this one is an honors level. The second part says the supplement of the angle is 27 more, so the supplement of the angle is equal to 27 bigger than something, 27 more than twice the angle. So I'm going to take twice the angle, double x, and add 27, and that's how big the supplement is. So if I want to solve this, I've got 180 minus x. I'm going to do some algebra, add x to both sides. So this one, the hardest thing is really just, oops, that should be a plus, really just translating it. That's the trickiest part here. Minus 27. Let's see, we've got 3x is equal to, that will be 153. And then I got to do this one by hand. So let's see, 3 times 5 is 15. Bring down my 3. Looks like 51. That's what x would be equal to. And so from here it says find the angle. It's 51 degrees. The complement of the angle. Complement I'm going to maybe do in pink. So it's 90, take away 51. That would be equal to 39 degrees. And the supplement, remember we said that's 180 minus the 51, which is going to be 100, and it looks like 29 degrees. And to double check, right, that original statement should be true. The supplement of the angle is 27 more than twice the angle. So if you want to double check, you could plug in your x into this equation just as a double check. Okay, so that is it for video 1. The second video is going to take you on some practice problems where we do some algebra built into our special angle pairs.